Hey there, it's CJ Willie, and I'm back with another Magic the Gathering experience. I have in front of me an intro pack, Journey into Nyx, Fates Foreseen, blue-red intro pack. Also includes 2 booster packs. Way back in the day, Magic the Gathering used to put out intro packs. It was a cool way for a new player or even a seasoned player to grab an already built deck, open a couple of packs, make some additions, subtractions, and then battle against their friend. I'm going to go ahead, crack open this intro pack, go through the cards, and then I'll save the 2 booster packs to crack open in future videos. I learned early on that the best way to open up intro packs is from the back. Before I open it up, a little bit about it. Rival the Gods. A pantheon of all-powerful gods rules over the plane of Theros. Krakens, minotaurs, and other monsters of myth threaten the safety of the walled cities. Heroes rise to battle, bolstered by their devotion to the gods. Venture to Theros and find your own path to become a hero. Fates Foreseen, which is this deck. The strands of fate stretch out before you. Weave them together to portend doom for your foes. With scry spells, you will be able to shape your own destiny for ultimate victory. And then it goes over the contents. Ready to play 60-card deck featuring a foil premium, Scourge of the Fleets, 2 sealed 15-card booster packs, a strategy insert, and a Magic Learn to Play guide. So get this crack from the back here. The deck. The 2 Journey into Nyx booster packs that I'll crack open later in the week probably. And then the 2 insert booklets. The first is an insert booklet that gives a little bit more information about, see if I can open it without ripping it. These tend to rip really easy if you don't open them carefully. But this has information about the 5 intro decks. Back in the day, each set usually would have 5 intro decks issued. This one has Mortals of Myth, Fates Foreseen, which is the intro deck, will open, Pantheon's Power, Voracious Rage, and the Wilds and the Deep. Way back in the day, I did purchase the Voracious Rage and actually used it as a base to put together a Minotaur deck that was black and red. And there is Xenagos and his Revelers. And then the other insert is going to be a guide on how to play Magic. And it will give some information about the different colors in Magic, the battlefield. The backside will give information on steps, combat, even a glossary of terms to become familiar with how Magic works. Okay, I'm going to get into cracking this open. Each intro deck came with a foil rare. Back in the day, usually this rare was of different art than the regular card in the set. Then it became just a foil version of that card. See if I can find the little pull tab to open it. It can be a little tricky at times. But I think I got it this time. Pull off this plastic wrapping. Usually these intro decks had a combination of around 35 spells and creatures and about 25 lands. They tended to be a little heavier on the land side. First card is the foil Scourge of the Fleets. Omen Speaker. This was a pretty good card in the Theros block. Scry 2 when it entered the battlefield was a relatively powerful effect. Sigiled Starfish. Another pretty good card that allowed you to scry at instant speed by tapping it. Sigiled Starfish got reprinted as an uncommon in Magic Origins, I believe. So looks like I'll get a couple of copies of those. That's pretty cool because I think I needed a couple of copies to get a play set. Sigiled Skink, 2 mana, 2/1 lizard when it attacks scry. So it looks like this deck is going to have a pretty heavy scry theme. The Theros block utilized scry quite a bit because it was looked as something to scrying to the heavens where all the gods were. Crackling Triton, 3 mana, 2/3. I can sacrifice it and deal 2 damage to target creature or player. An uncommon Flamespeaker Adept. In this deck, Flamespeaker Adept is going to be attacking as a 4/3 first striker a bit of the time. So 2 of those. Pensive Minotaur, 3 mana, 2/3, no abilities, pretty vanilla. I bet they probably crammed in 3 of them in here. Just 2 so far. That's not too bad. Wizards was pretty well known for jamming these intro packs full of boring creatures, not giving you much to win with. However, the concept of the deck was good, and you could build off of that concept. Uncommon Stormcaller of Keranos, so 3 mana, 2/2 with haste, but it has an activated ability to scry. So another way to be able to turn on the Flame Speaker Adepts. At least the intro packs had some decent synergy. Cloak Siren, Flash 3/2 flyer. Gotta have flyers in blue. Too bad it looks like there's only one of those. Blade Tusk Boar, Intimidate 3/2. Intimidate is a mechanic not used too often. What it meant was this creature couldn't be blocked except by artifact creatures or creatures that shared the same color with it. So another creature in this intro pack that has some evasion. Prescient Chimera, 5 mana, 3/4 flyer. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, scry 1. A little pricey for a 3/4 flyer. Prognostic Sphinx. This card was a headache in the Theros block. It was just tough to deal with. For 5 mana, you got a 3/5 flyer. That's value. You could discard a card and give it hexproof, so it was really hard to kill. And then whenever it was attacking, scrying 3 just set you up to get your next instant, sequence draws so that you'd have cards to discard to it. And there were some graveyard mechanics in Theros block. Set that over there by Scourge of the Fleets. Cyclops of Eternal Fury, 6 mana, 5/3, gives all my creatures haste. Then here come the lands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 islands. I'm going to guess that there are probably 12 mountains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, a 26 land intro pack. That is a bit of a bummer. Lost in a Labyrinth, single blue. Target creature gets -3, -0 until end of turn. Scry 1. So feeds into that scry theme. Magma Spray. This is a decent card. 2 damage to target creature. And if it would die, you'd exile it. So clear out some of the early attackers. It would be nice to have gotten a couple more of these in this intro pack. Spite of Mogus. So single red. Spite of Mogus deals damage to target creature equal to the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Scry 1. Font of Fortunes, 2 mana enchantment, pay 2 mana, sacrifice it, draw 2 cards. So 4 mana investment for 2 cards. Not too excited about that. Font of Ire, so the red version of it. This one is 2 to play, 4 to sack it and deal 5 damage to target player. 6 mana for 5 damage. Yikes. Divination, draw 2 cards. Gotta love Divination. Too bad it's been outpaced. Now you can get a Divination effect, same mana cost, as an instant. Pull from the deep, 4 mana sorcery, return up to 1 target instant card or up to 1 target sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand, and then exile it. So in this deck, potentially getting 2 cards back. Knowledge and Power, 5 mana enchantment. Whenever you scry, you can pay 2. If you do, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Seems like quite a bit to set up. Although some of the scry will happen on enter the battlefields, there's quite a bit of scry that are activated abilities, so that could be a little taxing. 2 of those at 5 mana, yikes. Rage of Perforos, 5 mana, deal 4 damage to target creature, can't be regenerated, scry 1. Riddle of Lightning, 5 mana, instant uncommon, choose target creature or player, scry 3. Then reveal the top card of your library. Riddle of Lightning deals damage equal to the card's converted mana cost to that creature or player. 5 mana to maybe deal, I don't know, 2 or 3. Maybe all you've got is lands. Yikes. Interpret the Signs, 6 mana sorcery. This is an expensive instant and sorcery intro pack. So 6 mana sorcery, scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. Draw cards equal to that card's converted mana cost. Maybe. Rise of the Eagle, 6 mana. Looks like I have 2 copies of these. Put 2/2 blue bird enchantment creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Scry 1. 6 mana, I get 2/2 flyers and a scry ability. Pretty expensive. So, the 2 cool cards out of it are Prognostic Sphinx and Scourge of the Fleets. I also think Sigiled Starfish and Omen Speaker are pretty decent cards as well at common. And then the Flame Speaker Adept seems like it would be a pretty good card too on the aggressive side using the Scry ability. The deck is expensive, no doubt, but I had quite a bit of fun opening it up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Until next time when I'm back to crack some more Magic the Gathering.